Production planning and control, PPC. So what is meant by production planning and control? So production planning and control includes the administration or organization of manufacturing relevant data and procedures. Only the released product data are transferred into the production planning process. So PPC data are organized in BOM, bill of material, structures and based or planning process. CAD geometry. So the structures are based on CAD geometry. 2D drawings and additional manufacturing relevant information. Two important influence factors in this regard are the working schedule and manufacturing resources. Firstly, the basic economic and operational functions of PPC include the management of customer orders, project calculation, planning of requirements, material logistics, production capacity calculation, and the order release organization. Secondly, PPC covers production control related tasks such as production management and control, operating data lodging. So controlling process regarding time, quantity and cost and shipment management. PPC covers the economic and operational task of manufacturing. CAD/CAM operations basically handle technical functions. The working fields CAD/CAM can also be divided into two groups. The first group includes planning process such as the product concept development, design, simulation, process planning, material logistics and the programming of production machines and resources. While the second group includes control of manufacturing and quality management related procedures. This also includes the NC machines, transportation control, storage management, assembly control, maintenance, etc. So product data technology. So product data technology includes all aspects of the definition and methods of processing of data information related to the product through its development and operational life cycle. The management of all data flow processes and documents during the development of or modification of products across the product life cycle provides the basics for an efficient virtual product generation. Product data can be classified into different categories: product defining data, product describing data, geometry data related to CAD, data information concerning the development process, product configuration data relates to the information about possible variants, metadata that describes additional product related facts such as production related information. So next is product structure. What is meant by product structure? In PLM, product structure describes the main parts or components, subcomponents, assemblies and document forms in a hierarchical way. Product structure explains the fact regarding how the products are divided into components which are in turn divided into subcomponents. So giving the essential details in an organized manner. So the product structure, apart from containing the 3D model of parts, also contains metadata that gives all information about the parts like material information, manufacturing process, etc. The product structure in many respects form the heart of the PLM. So generic product structure model of a bicycle is shown here. So bicycle, handlebars, then frame assembly, seats will be there. In the frame assembly there will be wheel and the frame. In the wheel there will be sprockets, tire rims. Then in the frame there will be aluminium tubing 3 feet, paint 0.5 gallons. Also file versions for each type of file related. So this is a common for wheel and the frame. So usage of PLM tools. So how the PLM tools are used? PLM tools are used to manage product structure and to store all data in a single database, allowing every user to access the information by local computers. So what they are saying here, anybody can access the data from a central system, as I have explained in the first chapter. So that's what they are saying, how the PLM tools are used. Product structure keeps latest design information, and by the help of PLM tools, every user can reach the latest design information at the same time. In PLM tools, each detailed part or assembly is represented as an item in the product structure with part number and part description. Detailed information about parts like 3D model and metadata is kept under item revisions. The item revisions are released in PLM tools, and changes are controlled on item versions revisions accordingly. In case there is a need to update parts after release of latest revision, the item is revised again and new version is updated according to new requirements. Latest item revisions are thus linked to product structure. To construct and maintain product structure properly, different item types and different roles are used in PLM tools. Every technical personnel are responsible for their own item type and cannot change other design related data. This shows the importance of using PLM tools in the organization to manage design data in a more suitable and protected way. So variant management, what is meant by variant management? So variant management means customers expect and demand not just a product that meets their functional needs, but also one that is tailored to specifically meet their expectations. So this includes style, color, features, and also conveniences of their choice. For example, the variants of a motorbike may include different style of design, color, features, etc. So bikes were developed with kick starting facility. However, people starting expecting to have power starting along with the kick start facility. Further, international markets with local particularities like people, rules, and regulations often demand products in different variants. Variant requests may come in the form of new requirements and behavior for customers and new supplies for new markets. So variant management means how to manage the variations. So variant management is a holistic approach to control and optimize product diversification with respect to production cost and market strategy. The key idea of variant management is to optimize the number of product variants that can be manufactured while reducing the complexity of product development and manufacturing. Production costs are typically kept low by manufacturing only a small amount of different models that are common and recurring, for example, multiple products. These models can be manufactured in large scales. What they are saying, see, if you have bicycles of different models, so particular model has to be set up in a particular production line. So you cannot make the different models in a single line, right? So that's what they are saying. So when you're making them, the production lines should be such that it should be economical. It should not increase the cost of the production. So variant management approach. So that's what is a variant management. So how do you manage all this? So variant bill of materials is a critical aspect in the variant management approach. Managing a distinct bill of materials for each variant of a product and uploading configurations as a product evolves is a time-consuming and tedious task. Variant management makes use of a single bill of material referred as variant BOM. For multiple variants of the same product, maintaining a single BOM can be comparatively powerful, as it will help to manage a consistent set of connected information for multiple product development and manufacturing stages, and address specific product design and manufacturing options. Various software tools are used to manage and support variant bill of materials. All data and documents related to product part, assembly, materials, etc. are managed at a very detailed level, thereby forming the product data backbone for all digital information relevant to a product. Stakeholders across the enterprise can interact with an accurate aligned 3D representation of the bill of material without asking the designer or being CAD experts themselves. The data is automatically synchronized with design engineering and manufacturing tools. For example, any changes made to a CAD automatically gets incorporated in the bill of materials. So product configuration. So this is what a variant management approach. So I will give you the small example. So you have got the example of a bicycle. So you have got a different, you think you have got a 4 or 5 models, and just the color of a particular bicycle changes. So even though the color of every bicycle changes, the body changes or the frame changes, what do you think of the handle as well as the tires? They most probably, and also the seat, remain the same, right? So what you can do is, in the bill of materials, these are the common things. Nothing, you have to take the common things apart and different things apart and classify them as a one category and plan for the production. So this is what is a variant management approach. Product configuration. So what is meant by product configuration? Product configuration, also referred as product customization or knowledge based configuration, is an activity of customizing a product in order to meet the needs of a particular customer. The products may be consist of mechanical parts, services and electronics or software. Since customers expect unique products adjusted to their individual needs, companies are shifting their way of thinking to be more customer oriented. For example, a customer can configure a variety of shoe styles, colors, materials to create a uniquely personalized pair of shoes. Selecting the flat screen television with product variants like LCD or plasma screen, size of the viewing area, etc. can be configured based on the customer's needs. So benefits of the configurator. What are the benefits of the configurator? So time lost entering orders. So sales engineer can spend more time reordering order details for complex products than they do selling them. Errors and delays caused by poorly integrated information. The daily battle to balance speed and quality. Inefficient change management. No way to access critical product and industry knowledge. Material master data. So what is meant by material master data? So material master data, often referred as material master or item master, contain description of all materials that a company procures, produces, stores or sell. It is the central repository of information on materials and contains information of a variety of data elements including part number, description, technical data, etc. So here this provides the following list of some of the material master record contains and provides: accounting, materials planning and control, purchasing, engineering, storage, forecasting, sales, distribution, etc. So what are the characteristics of material master? So it contains material types, material groups, defining and assigning number range, accessing master material. So product data description. The product data description is a marketing copy, hard or soft copy, generated by the company to provide the customers with sufficient data. For customers, they provide the data, features and characteristics of the product in order to compel them to purchase the product with confidence. The description can contain a brief write-up, photo or images, video or animation in case of online or web description. So define target audience or groups. So some of the steps or strategies involved in writing product description are listed. Define target audience or groups. So who are buyers of the product and their needs, or what explanation does the product require? what exactly is target audience, what audience information can provide to the target group. So these are some of the key questions that need to be addressed in the regard of target audience or groups. Optimize product description and focus on products attributes and benefits. Use simple and effective languages for communication. Be fair and transparent. So data models. So last one is the data models. So data models, all the data related to the product right from its conceptualization stage to its end life and recycling must be managed effectively and efficiently to support product development process. The data model or database model serves the purpose in this regard. The objective of a data model is mostly to support product data management, PDM and PLM. So there are some of the commonly used data models: hierarchical database model, second network-based database model. And for the more information, you can go through the textbooks on this. So next is relational database model, object-oriented model, object relational model. So status of items. What is meant by status of items? So status of items is a functional tab to instruct the system to determine the status of an item in a document form. Item status determine which item transaction can be performed in supply chain management applications. By changing an item's supply status, one can control, for example, whether items are included on sales orders, material stock request, purchase order, etc. The user can also control whether an item can be selected and shipped. So pre-delivery status: draft, inactive, ready, pending approval, disapproved, expected to under deliver. Status after delivery being initiated: delivering completed, pause, delivery extended. Status for non-delivering items: inventory released, archived. Okay, so you might have seen this is all related to online marketing. When you order from the Flipkart, all this you can see. So life cycles of individual items, components. The life cycle of a product with the multi-component design is different from the life cycle of individual component. So each item has its own life cycle because not all items will be produced in the same stage. For example, if a design related to a particular item moves into production, another item might still be in prototype development stage or still being in the revision stage. Since every component undergoes a series of revisions before it is prototyped and produced, the data related to every such revision must be uploaded and made available to every user involved in the product development cycle. The revision therefore reflects the progress of the item as it undergoes changes. For any revision of an item, it is also important to reflect the current state of that revision, what stage of its life it has reached. This status is referred to as the item revision life cycle. Each point in an item revision's life cycle is referred to as a state. For example, in production, when an item's revision changes state, it is referred to as a transition, which can only to be another state. Life cycle definition based on the advanced management style supports states that are being clustered into stages. Stages allow labels to be created that identify when an item's revision is in its development. For example, it could be in design or in prototype or in production. With this life cycle information, people that need to use an item in a vault data repository, say for example from a designer contemplating reuse of a released design building block to the supply chain needing the data to fabricate and assemble, are able to see at a glance what stage a revision of an item has reached in its life, and therefore what is the safely used for. So this includes the module. This concludes the module 5. So dear students, I might have skipped some of the points from this chapter or from the fourth chapter. So due to the time inconvenience, I am not able to upload everything what is there in the textbook. So requesting you all to study them thoroughly and get prepared for the examinations. And this you are in the last stage of your mechanical engineering, that is in the final year. So be prepared for the next challenging life. So all the best and do well in the examinations. And not only examinations, you have to gain more and more knowledge now. You have to get updated. And for any queries related to the PLM subjects or CAD related softwares, etc., you can contact me. So all the best.